And now I'm going to show you how to make another classic, a sour classic called a Margarita. No one knows quite where the original recipe was from or who actually invented a Margarita, but needless to say, we are agreed on one thing: it's made with tequila. So first of all, I'd recommend that you use a 100% agave tequila, such as this. And we're going to put a double shot, 50 ml, into the Boston glass. Because it's a sour drink, we now need to add the sour component, which in this case is freshly squeezed lime juice. I'd recommend, if you're going to use 50 ml of tequila, around about 35 ml of lime juice to give it that sour kick. And that goes into the glass as well. The original recipe calls for triple sec, though you could equally use any orange liqueur, whether it be Cointreau or Grand Marnier, but the original recipe is triple sec. And for this, I'm going to put right about 20 ml, just to add a little bit of sweetness, which is going to offset the sourness of the lime juice. Next, we need to prep the glass. Most people like the margaritas with salt on the side of the rim. You should always ask the customer whether they prefer it on the rocks, or with salt, or without salt. In this case, if you don't know, or you're unsure, or the customer is unsure, is to put salt just around half the glass. That way they can choose whether they'd like to sip the margarita through the salt mix or without. In order to do that, we take the glass, any piece of citrus, and just wet the rim of the glass so that the salt will take to the glass. Place the glass into the salt. And there you have salt on the rim. Then we just, always a good idea as a bartender to make sure that the glass and the drink is properly presented, just to smooth off the edges, like so, and make sure there's no salt inside the glass as well. Next, we need to deal with the garnish. In this case, a margarita classically garnished with a lime. So we just cut the lime like so, place that onto the side of the margarita glass. Finally, with the prep work, we need to double sieve the margarita into the drink to ensure that there's no ice cubes or ice shards that go into the glass. We put the ice into the Boston mixer last so that we don't dilute the drink too much, because it should be sharp, short and sour. And now it's time to shake. Once we've shaken the drink, as always, we should make sure we taste the cocktail, make sure that none of the ingredients have gone off, and also that the mix is exactly right, so that the taste is balanced. Now it's time to serve the drink, so we just pour that through the sieve. And there we have a margarita.